Hello and welcome back to Living My Faith. Today I have an amazing, very special guest. Her name is Karen Henderson, and Karen committed many years of her life to teaching martial arts in a Christian atmosphere. And Karen, thank you for being here. What a blessing it is to have you. And I would just love for you to share the transition you made from having challenges with your legs and the problems that you have, but you overcame them, didn't you?
Yes, I did, and I thank you so very much for having me. And it was such an experience that I grew so much from being a part of Yesha Ministries. The year prior to our ever meeting, like I was telling you just a little bit ago, that I couldn't even walk. My husband and I were in a really bad automobile accident, and in thinking back at all the things that had to happen for our care that was taken that at the scene, and then when things worked out to where Yesha Ministries came to our church, and I was able to start with them, it was disappointing to see that others couldn't see how much I had improved. But I saw what was happening on the inside, and I had a crushed tib plateau, so which means that you go months without having any weight on your leg at all, to being totally immobilized, to finally getting to work through that, and then Yesha Ministries came at a time when I really needed to continue on with the type of therapy that I was doing. The doctor had said, grab a bike and bike. I was just like, there is no way that's going to be something that I'm going to enjoy. And I'd always wanted to learn martial arts. And so when Yesha Ministries came, I went, oh, great. I can pair the two things together.
Well, what is exciting for me was to be able to watch you walk through that process, because as we discussed, the first test was a hard one.
Yes.
And you were making that transition during the healing process. But obviously God ordered our steps together.
Oh, definitely.
And when he did that, he allowed you to not just excel, but to become a leader and a third-degree black belt before it was all over with. What was that experience like?
Well, and to start at age 50.
Yes.
And I'm not afraid to say how old I am, because I'm going like, there was a night when I didn't think I was going to have another night or another birthday or anything like that. And so it was tough. It was something that I needed. I persevered through it. I've always been someone who pushed through some things, but it really made me push. Having the injury, I don't think I would have stuck with it as much if I had been whole when I started the process. So, we thank God for different things, and we thank God for our health and everything, but sometimes we got to thank him for not being all that perfect.
That's right. And that's the great thing about salvation, isn't it? Is because he doesn't expect us to be perfect. He expects us to go through the sanctification process just like everybody else. But what I would love to dig into for the next couple minutes was, after you tied that first degree and that second degree and that third degree black belt on, what was it that kept you going? Because I could see the love in your heart while you were teaching those students, and you made such a massive impression. Tell me what was going on in your mind and heart during those days.
I just didn't want to fail anyone. I didn't want to. God had given me an opportunity, and actually, before I stepped into leadership, I was, I was looking at the kids of the day, and I was thinking, for a platform to be able to share with them what it's been like, to try to invest in somebody's future, because I was told a long time ago, don't complain about a problem if you're not ready to come up with some type of solving the problem in some way or another. And so that gave me an opportunity. And then the people that God put in place to support me was very surprising from which directions they came and how he entered them into it. And I was just like, it was exciting.
Yes.
And I thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. There were some days, though, when I got there, I was tired, after having worked all day and then doing the classes at night. But then I was going like, this made me study, and it made me go on. And so I saw more benefits to me than I saw that I was given to anybody else.
Yes, and it's exciting too, especially in this kind of ministry, because you're getting kids and family members in that you wouldn't normally see in a church atmosphere.
Right.
And your love, your care, and your concern and investing in those people over the years, I guarantee you none of them will ever forget you. Because how many people in their 50s start martial arts and then end up leading a school and turning out black belts that became excellent competitors in not just Florida competition but national competition.
And
You're
belts
an
that
amazing lady.
Well, thank you. And belts that are higher than me when I left. That I was going like, I'm gonna have to bow to you. But yeah, it was exciting, and I believe that God puts people in our lives for a purpose and for a season. And I have missed you guys tremendously, but I also see that I have an opportunity to be present with my grandchildren, and that's very important to me, to be present with them when I'm present with them, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Well, God walks us through seasons, and that's a good thing. But what would your closing remark to our audience be about the fact that 50 years old really isn't a hindrance, because the number of people that you invested in, can you actually look back through the rest of your life and see investing in that many people or being in a leadership role like that?
Without the opportunities that I was given through leadership, I never would have been able to be invested in these people. That there's so many of them, and it's like a funnel. You put as much as you can into this funnel, and then you just watch it just spread out all over the place. And it was a wonderful opportunity. And for anyone who's interested in doing something like that, no matter what it is, get involved with your family, get involved with your church, get involved. Just get involved.
Yes.
And stay involved.
There you go. Those are wide words from Karen Henderson. And I want to encourage you. Don't just listen to what she says, take it to heart, because you're never too old and you're never limited, because with God on your side, you will always be able to use the Holy Spirit's voice to make a difference in somebody's life. Thank you, Karen, for being here with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So, may the Lord bless you and keep you until we meet again on Faith at Work.